What's going on, guys? This is Miasin and welcome to the OCG Metagame breakdown number 10 and 11. This time it does include a new card, which is a new Fire King monster, Fire King Consort Volcanics. Very interesting card, by the way. And it will have an impact on the metagame, which is something that I absolutely did not expect, because they still had the full power Snake Eye engine right before, you know, this report, because this is pre-ban list. The ban list is only effective starting from the 1st of April. Like I said, very interesting breakdown, so let's get right into it as soon as you guys smash the like and subscribe button. Thank you so much. Anyways, Fire King's still the best deck with pure Snake Eyes, you know, right after in second place, and then Voiceless Voice and then Tenpai Dragon. So Tenpai Dragon fell off just a little bit because people understand how to beat it now, because at first it was a going second deck that was killing people every single time, and people were misplaying. They were maybe Veiloring like the Baidora when the field spell was on the field, and stuff like that. You know, it is what it is. But yeah, people are no longer doing that, so that's the reason why Tenpai Dragon is a little less good, but still very good nonetheless. And then after that, we got Branded Despia, of course. This deck is always good, and always will be good. Centurion without King Calamity again. It's just proving that the new support is ridiculous, and you can still do some nasty things. You can summon the red Supernova Dragon, whatever. Everything is a one-card combo. You can play Shifter, synergizes with every single starter in your deck except Primera and the field spell. But it still works with the quick play as well as Chudea, or Bonfire if you're playing Bonfire, but I don't know if you're doing that, maybe not in a Droll format. But nobody's playing Droll in the OCG at the moment. Anyways, Chimera, after that, tied with Centurion, and Melodious as well, is Supreme King Melodious. Not a really big fan of it because it's kind of like a Pendulum deck. It's just a good stuff deck that just makes a big board, but it plays way less non-engine, way less Melodious cards. And Ostinato is pretty much like a Branded Fusion with like no drawbacks, so that's how they were using it, but it doesn't really feel natural, you know? Anyways, Dragon Link after that, okay, this deck will never die. Ritual Beast, another Shifter deck, really annoying, and really powerful even without Shifter. Sinful Spoil, Snake Eye Rescue Ace, okay. Yubel, but it doesn't have Phantom of Chaos yet, if I recall correctly. It's still waiting for that, but again, still a very good deck. Lyrilusk, okay. Runic, wow, that's crazy. This deck, again, will also never die. One Runic Fountain, if I recall correctly, and almost every single Floodgate is at 1, except there can only be 1, which is currently at 2, but post-ban list is gonna drop to 1, I'm pretty sure. Anyways, Flonderies, Horus Naturia, Infernoble Knight, what? Infernoid, okay, yeah, that was just confusing, you know, they sound really similar. Labyrinth, Manado, Mekanko, Sanavalon, Rika, whatever, Salamangrade, Sky Striker, Sprite, Shabrigade, Valiance, oh my god, what the hell are people playing? Vernalizer, Adamantipator, Dino FTK, I swear to god, man, the OCG is on a whole other level. I do remember Dino FTK topping YCS Toronto 2017, though. Oh, man, that was the good old days. Anyways, not really. Exorcister, Fiend Link, which is basically Yubel, but maybe with less Yubel cards. Mekanko featuring cards. What the hell is this? Wow, okay, sure, what a time to be alive. Horus, that's not even a deck, it's just an engine. Melodious Mathmech, again, what are people playing? Circular is banned, by the way, even in the OCG, I'm pretty sure. Otherwise, the deck would be freaking everywhere. Memento, huh? That deck is doing well now? What the? Okay. Alright, sure. Purely, Skirclaw Orchist, a lot of decks with Sinful Spoil stuff. Even Vanquish Soul, what are you doing with that? What monster are you summoning with, like, freaking original? Nothing. Yeah, all of your monsters are, like, level 4 and, like, 7 and 8, whatever. Yeah. Anyway, Snake Eye Purely, please stop playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Trabrigade, Lyrilusk, Sprite, Evil Twin, Samurai, something, Draco Slayer, Performapal, FTK, Unchained Valmonica. Yeah, a lot of people are requesting Valmonica, by the way. And by a lot, I mean like 7 humans on Earth. Anyways, Fire King. So the release of Volcanics is actually changing things up to the point where people no longer have to necessarily play Snake Eye cards in their deck. And we can actually see here a deck list of someone who went undefeated at a tournament. I don't really know what the freaking 36th Ram Cup individual tournament means. We have 74 players, so it's pretty much like a small regional or giant locals. You went 8-0 with this deck. It's a pure Fire King deck. I was gonna say pure Snake Eyes. It's not nearly as impressive. But yeah, pure Fire King in a format where you can technically play full power Snake Eyes. It's really nice to see this deck doing well. And this is going to make a lot of, you know, Fire King, players actually really happy, because this is the real way to play Fire King, you know, as a Fire King deck, instead of, oh, I'm just going to play one Ponix, 1 or 2 Kirins, 1 Garunix, 1 Arvada, maybe not even play Sanctuary and then Island in the deck and just call it like a Fire King Snake Eyes deck. when in reality it's pure Snake Eyes featuring a microscopic Fire King engine. This deck is quite nice. It doesn't really lose to Nibiru because you're not really overcommitting to the board. I mean, you're not really doing that much to the point where you don't need Cub by the Grave, you don't need Cross Out. The deck is inherently, naturally very resilient. And Ulcanix, I don't know if you know what it does, but basically on normal or special summon, you can destroy one other fire monster in your hand or field, and then you can search your deck for a Fire King monster if I recall correctly. And then Ulcanix becomes the level of the monster that you destroyed. And when Ulcanix is destroyed, you can special summon one Fire King High Avatar Garunix, which is this one, the one of, from the deck. And this card, when it's destroyed by card effect, it is the same thing as Sacred Phoenix of the Nephthys, but instead of being a Heavy Storm, it's a Dark Hole. And the other effect is when it's destroyed by battle, you get to special summon any Fire King monster from the deck. Doesn't negate the effect if I recall correctly. Garunix is, well, I mean, this Garunix is only worth playing if Ulcanix is a thing. Otherwise, this card's, it's not, it doesn't suck, but it's too slow. But now that we've got Ulcanix, that just makes it just so much faster. It really just makes sense to play this deck as a pure Fire King deck, so I understand the logic. This is a 41 card deck list with 14 hand traps, as well as 3 Kaiser Coliseum, Skill Drain, double Skyburn in the main deck. Very interesting. I don't know, maybe some players, they might go with 1 Skyburn, 1 Circle. I can see why you're playing 2 Skyburn. It definitely does make sense because, again, you're playing so many Fire King cards. You want to be able to dodge things like Veil or Imperm, or whatever else that might be a problem to you that targets. It's always nice to be able to out Floodgates as well, so I can understand the reasoning behind 2 Skyburn as well. That it definitely is logical. One thing that I despise is Hanuman. That card sucks, especially if you're not a cheater. If you are a cheater, this card's broken, but don't cheat, please. I'm begging you. Yeah, I remember making videos where I said that Hanuman plus Garunix and Ponix just doesn't work, and people are like, nah, you're full of shit. And I was like, okay, yeah, prove me that I'm wrong. And they were like, I don't know. Yeah, no. So in other words, don't do that. If you've got Ponix, Garunix, and Hanuman, you can only use 1, not all 3, or not even 2, just 1. Even if you're trying to summon back the Garunix from the grave, it's still a monster with a trigger effect that special summons it potentially itself from the hand. Or rather, not even. It has that in its card text. Even if it's not trying to summon itself from the hand. It's a stupid, arbitrary Konami rule. I hate it. Again, the green baboon bullshit rule. It's not a ruling, it's a rule. You gotta live with it. Anyways, this deck has the ability to make rank 8s because Ulcanix can become level 8, Garunix is level 8, and the other Garunix is level 8, Kirin as well. So you can either make, I mean, you can't, I think you can make Coach King Giant Trainer on the opponent's turn because it's a fire monster. But either way, you're always going to be making the Fire King monster on the opponent's turn with the Sanctuary. And on your own turn, you can either go for Coach King Giant Trainer, draw 3 cards. Again, when you're playing that many amount of non-engine, it's pretty nice. Or you can go into Dragalubion to either go into Harbinger or go into Neural Dragon. Or if you really want to not lose to Nibiru, summon number 4 can be Harbinger as well. Or it can be Galaxy Eyes Photon Lord. Whatever the hell, doesn't really matter too much. So you can actually play a lot of Link monsters, Xyz monsters, and obviously a bunch of Link monsters as well. And yeah, the Neural Dragon is here to OTK because it has 9,000 attack when it is summoned off of Dragalubion. And you also have got, I mean, yeah, because Dragalubion is rank 8 and this is rank 1. So yeah, 1 plus 8 equals 9, multiplied by 1,000, that is 9k. It's almost over 9,000. For the side deck, I really couldn't care less, just more hand traps as well as Cosmic, Duster, Heavy Storm, evenly anti-spell, okay, sure. Pure Snake Eyes now. Okay, so I actually feel like this deck literally worsened since the last time. People are back to playing 2 Flamberge, which I think is unacceptable when you're playing Snake Eye Diabellstar as well, because now you're just playing way too many bricks. You're playing 3 undesirable cards to draw, as well as Sinful Spells of Subversion Snake Eye, Dramatic Chase, and the Silvera. There's just too many cards that aren't real cards. Like the pure Snake Eyes deck used to play even more hand traps than the Fire King version, by a long shot obviously. It's no longer really the case. You're on 3 Ash, 3 Maxi, 3 Veiler, 3 Impermanent, so that's 12 hand traps and 41. This one is on 14 hand traps, obviously it is pure Fire King, so it has more room for that, but still. I don't really like how this is built. I feel like there's a lot of unnecessary fluff. I would change things completely. And yeah, 3 Populace is also very whack. I'm not a big fan of that. You should be playing 40, and you should not be playing a lot of things that I hate. I'm really just not a big fan, at least of this deck list. But yeah, the reasoning for Subversion is to out Kaiser Coliseum, which doesn't exist in the TCG, so I'm not going to waste my time with that. Do not play this card in the TCG if you don't have like a very well-defined game plan with it. I'm not saying that this card sucks because it doesn't. It's actually decent, but you have to know exactly what you're trying to do beforehand. It's not just, oh, my populace can search a card that can out monsters, not too bad. Usually that's not good enough. For the extra deck, we've got 15 Link monsters, 15 one-ofs. Again, can't really say I'm a big fan. I'm not seeing the double princess, which I just feel really dumb for not playing 2 princess, because in my Fire King build, the second one came up every single freaking time. So yeah, and then the Lyrilusk monster when you're going first against Tenpai Dragon, you summon that, they can't OTK you, and then next turn you kill them. Yeah, I mean, they can shifter you, they can do whatever the hell they want. It's not gonna be enough, and also if they have Lightning Storm Dust or whatever, not Dust, I mean, Duster, yeah, sure, but anything that can, like, destroy monsters, it's just not gonna be doing anything. Kikinagashi Fucho might be safer, though, but it only works with for one turn. Yeah, it's unaffected by card effects, and you have to detach 2 materials to make it indestructible. This one, you only have to detach 1, but it can still be, like, banished or bounced back to the hand if you're not targeting, if I recall correctly. And then, yeah, nothing else worth noting. 1 D-Bearer, 2 Anti-Spell. Everybody's on Anti-Spell in the OCG. Next up is Voiceless Voice. Is there anything interesting here? Not really. I mean, their ban list makes it so they lose 1 copy of Extravagance. And then SP Little Knight going from 3 to 2. That's completely devastating. Honestly, when I saw that, I almost cried. I just felt really bad for everyone who was playing 3 SP Little Knight, aka absolutely nobody. So yeah, if you're playing 3 Extravagance with 3 SP, first of all, it must be nice. At least in the TCG, you're rich. Congratulations. Would you mind sharing a little bit of your money with me? And second of all, hopefully this doesn't happen in the TCG because I'm seriously gonna snap. Yeah, it's funny how they have 3 Extravagance and they're still choosing to only play 2 SP. Only, again, only. As if the deck is ever going to be going into, like, the second SP, or even if they summon SP once, that's already impressive. Like, Voiceless Voice, 95% of the time, you're not touching your extra deck. And if you are, you're touching Relinquished Anima or Dynamundo. Or, like, I don't even know, like, Chaos Angel, Herald of Arclight, Elder Entity Entis. But yo, good luck summoning Lena Access Code Underworld Goddess and stuff like that. Yeah, it's not gonna come up very often. Secure Gardna, the reason why it's there is for a Blessing, which is the continuous spell that allows you to ritual summon on your opponent's turn. There is a combo with that, so it makes sense. But again, bro, it's not gonna freaking come up very often. And yeah, 4 pod cards, again, Konami is basically helping you guys deck build better. So 1 less Extravagance so that you can play maybe 1 more pre-prep. It's not going to change anything consistency-wise. So this deck is going to be staying the exact same post-ban list. And then the side deck, 1 Gamma, 1 Delta, 1 Driver. Oh my god. Yeah, to be fair, I actually do think that's better than playing freaking 3 Delta and like 1 Epsilon and like playing like 5 Cypher monsters for 1 Driver. And then you draw like 3 of them and you're like, ah, shit. Anyways, Tenpai Dragon. Again, people are understanding the deck better and better. And they know how to beat Runic now, which is their worst matchup. So first of all, I strongly believe that this deck will be better in the TCG than it is in the OCG because we still have 1 Prosperity. Shoutouts to Konami for not hitting this card. They should. I hate Prosperity. Hopefully it gets limited in the next ban list. It 100% should. Because otherwise every single freaking deck is just getting like free consistency for no good reason. And this is the 1 freaking OTK deck in the history of the game that can consistently, reliably OTK you with 1 single card under Prosperity. No other deck can do that. Some decks can OTK through Prosperity, but they gotta draw like a good hand. You know, they have to sack the shit out of you. But this deck, nah. It's like normal summon like a fire dude that does nothing with 1500 attack, battle phase, attack. Haha, you're dead. Yeah, no, thank you. And then, yeah, it's still playing like 20 billion Handshaps, 3 Ash, 2 Mourner, 1 Ogre, 3 Maxi, 3 Veiler, 3 Imperm. That's what, 10, 12, 15. With 1 Fairy Tail Snow because you can send that with Shooting Riser Dragon. And then you can quick sync into Baron de Fleur, which I'm not seeing anywhere here. But another thing that you can do is just a regular sync into Nirvana High Paladin. Because it is the Spellcaster monster that you need in order to make Secret Village of the Spellcasters live. Either play that or Necro Valley, doesn't matter too much. Even Necro Valley is really good against Runic, they can't use Fountain to draw cards. But, I mean, Secret Village is Exodia. And they can't out it at all. They can't really summon a Spellcaster monster. The only way to summon a Spellcaster generically is with Clara and Rushka. You would have to normal summon like a Handshap. Obviously, if you got Veiler, then it makes it even easier. But if you got like an Ash, then you do battle phase, main phase 2, normal Ash, summon Clara and Rushka, and then you can start using spells. I'm pretty sure that's the only way I can think of. So yeah, it's really hard to out this card. And yeah, Blaster Dragon, Ruler of Infernos is not a card that you're trying to draw. It's actually a brick. You're trying to banish it with Gold Sark so that you can search typically by Dora. By Dora is the one-card combo that allows you to play immediately. But Zongdora is also a one-card combo during the battle phase, so that also works. Every path leads to Rome. I love this expression. And then Fedora is an extender, not a starter, so that's the reason why it is a 2 of. Yes, I finally understand the deck. Tomorrow, I got you guys with a combo video and deck profile, by the way, so stay tuned and smash the like and subscribe button. But yeah, nothing else that's really worth noting here. Again, the deck is drastically different in the OCG than it will be in the TCG because of Kaiser Coliseum. We do not have this piece of garbage. Thank God. I hate this card. It's really cancer. And yeah, the extra deck, for the most part, I think everything is going to be almost the same. I don't know about the Link monsters and everything. Maybe. I don't know. But yeah, a lot of really cool things and worth noting here. Honestly, the Link monsters definitely make sense. I mean, you can easily go into Hita and then Princess Amloil. It gets you 1 interruption under D-Bearer calling Synchros. You know, I don't dislike it. Yeah, Shifter in the side, Phantasme because it's a dragon, so you can make Hieratic Seal. Pancratops for no good reason. Forbidden Droplet if they're trying to summon on your turn. Unending Nightmare again for the Runic matchup. So yeah, everything makes sense. I can somewhat understand everything that people are trying to do in the OCG, at least at the moment. But yeah, in conclusion, we don't really have to care about what is said here because that was written before the ban list. But yeah, the ban list is going to be changing almost nothing because the pure Snake Eyes deck is still somewhat playable, even though I do believe that the Fire King version should be a little better because they're getting nerfed a little less than the Snake Eyes deck is. So yeah, if you really want to be doing well in the OCG, just play this deck and you should be fine. Either pure Fire King with Volcanics because it's a nice card, or you can just play Fire King Snake Eyes still and just adapt. Instead of playing 1 Diabellstar 3 Wanted, you play 3 Diabellstar 1 Wanted because it's limited, and then 2 Snake Eye Ash, nobody cares. You can easily replace that with 1-for-1. I don't even know if people were playing 1-for-1 before. I don't even recall seeing it. Yeah, you see, they weren't even playing 1-for-1. Bro, they're literally not even losing any starters. And then the 2 Kirin. Kirin going from 3 to 2 is literally an upgrade for them. So yeah, can't even complain. Honestly, everything about the ban list just screams for Fire King Snake Eyes to still be the best deck. So yeah, it's not going to be changing jack shit. Tenpai Dragon is still going to be playable. Voiceless Voice still going to be playable. Pure Snake Eyes is going to drop in play. Despia is still good. Centurion is still good. Yeah, it's literally the same thing. So yeah, that's it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And let me know your thoughts about the OCG format in the comment section below. And I'll see you guys very soon. Peace.